Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Vlogging Time Day 12 and this is Modesty 33 here, aka Crystal with the C, back at you with another Vlogging Time video. So you guys, I didn't do an outfit of the day. It's kind of later in the day. And yeah, I just been working from home today trying to catch up on like social work stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much, it hasn't been all that eventful today. I've just been, again, documenting, returning calls. None of that stuff was really fun. What else happened today? I know one of my roommates came home with some good news, so I was really excited about that, excited for her. And I'm trying to think of what else. That's pretty much been the day, you guys. So just trying to catch up on work before tomorrow. So yeah, but I wanted to go ahead. This probably will be a shorter video today because again, I'm not doing much, you guys, and I really need to get back to work. So let's walk over here to the refrigerator to continue. Actually, let me turn on the light because it's, yeah, it's a little dark. And like I said, I didn't do like an outfit of the day or anything like that because like pretty much I've been home working, trying to catch up on work. So yeah, this will probably be a shorter video today because again, I need to catch up on work. I need to get my work done, you know, before the end of the week, really. So that's what I'm trying to do. But let's go back to the refrigerator because I think I might have the energy today. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me get my angle straight. Might have the energy today to do my last story time. So we did the story time on the actual refrigerator. We did the story time on Houston 2017, Dallas 2018, London and Ireland 2007. Let me talk to you. Probably the majority will be my story time. My featurette, I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. I'm going to start with the story time and then we'll end off with the featurette. That's what we'll do. So, my story time. Actually, I'm going to set up the camera so I can sit down because this is going to be kind of extensive. But it is going to involve our last story here, which is this news article that says, wanted, wife or date. I'm not going to let y'all read anymore because I'm going to read this actual article to you. And yeah, we're gonna talk about, again, part 4 of why are you single? So give me a second, y'all. We're about to get our lives together and set it up. We're gonna set it up and set it off. Hey y'all, I'm back. So I just need to get a little comfortable. So again, I'm just real comfortable today. So I just kind of, you know, brush my hair into this little bun, which is all my hair will do. Lipstick, I am wearing Charlotte Tilbury Bond Girl. If you care, I'll probably link that below in the comment. Well, it's not going to be a link, but it'll be, I'll just mention it below, but I did get it from Sephora. So keep that in mind as Sephora sales probably will be coming up soon. So anyway, guys, let me tell you, do my last refrigerator story time. This is quite an extensive story, so that's why it's probably good I didn't do much today, so I can kind of give you the totality of this story time. Hopefully it won't be boring to you guys, but yeah, so there's a backstory to this article. Let me read the first part of the article to you. It says, wanted, wife or date between 21 and 45 years old. So let me backtrack to 2013. 2013, I decided to, I'm pretty certain it was 2013. It was 2012 or 13. I want to say it may have been 2012 though, but I'm not 100%. It was 2012 or 2013. We'll say that. We'll say 2013. 2013 in September, I decided to take a vacation to Savannah, Georgia. I heard Savannah was a gorgeous, beautiful place. Really wanted to go, so I decided to go there solo. And so yeah, back in September, I ended up taking a few days off from work, booking a trip to Savannah, Georgia, stayed in a really nice hotel. And you know, it was a nice affordable hotel, but it was a little bit outside of downtown Savannah, so it was like 8 miles from downtown. So again, you know, I encourage you to do that as single ladies if you know you're kind of bored and you feel like you're getting into a very repetitious pattern. Like, make sure you go out, do visits, you know, go vacation, 3-4 day trips, highly recommend. Even like day trips, I do a lot of those. But I did want to go see Savannah, Georgia, so I did book the trip to go to Savannah back in 2013. So when I went to Savannah, I got into a lot of fun things, did a dinner cruise, went to this restaurant that was really popular that I saw on a tour. I did an on-off tour, which was really, really good. And again, I said in my other video, I highly recommend those on-off tours when you go to new cities. So just walked around downtown, ended up going to, traveling a little bit further out, going to the beach. So it was a really, really good, fun time. I've been to Savannah about 3-4 different times now. Love it every single time. Anyway, so when I went to Savannah, they have what's called little squares. And these squares are like sections when you walk through town, and you walk through like little stores, and you know, like when you're downtown and there are little stores and sections. It's kind of like a roundabout, but it's in the shape of a square. If you know what a roundabout is, where you are essentially going into a circle, and then there are different places you can drive off into, or you can drive off onto on that circle. So Savannah has squares. So they'll have a square called Johnson Square or Jackson Square, and it's named after some historical figure typically. So I was walking through Savannah, as I like to do. I love to walk the streets of a new town. Was walking the streets, ended up going to Johnson Square. I'm pretty certain it was Johnson Square, because actually it's in the article. Yeah. I think it was Johnson Square. I don't see it immediately, but Johnson Square in Savannah, Georgia. Essentially, and you know, when you walk through, you see all kind of little vendors, people selling little things, you know, people hanging out, bike riding, you know, laying out, picnicking, all that kind of stuff goes on there. So I was walking through this Johnson Square, and there was a guy who had a lot of pictures laid out, and you know, there are a lot of drawings, very nice, very beautiful. And the guy approached me, and he was just like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm doing well, just walking through, visiting, touring, what have you." And he gave me one of his cards. Wait, hold on, I gotta go get the card for y'all, because this is gonna complete the story. Hold on. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had to go look for the card, because that is what completes the story. So anyway, I was on Johnson Square, you know, the guy approached me, you know, he was like, "Yeah, how you doing? Doing good," all that, yada, yada, yada. So he gave me his card, and y'all, because people don't believe they don't believe you until they see it for themselves. He gave me his card. I actually have 2 of these cards, but this is, I think, the original one that he gave me. So this is the card right here. It says, "Click it and get it." Okay, it says, you know, and basically his account. I don't mean to put this man's stuff out here like that, but I just thought, again, it was funny. It's a card. Everybody got it, you know, who he handed it out to. But, and actually, let me cover, you know, that first side. So this, you know, it's a regular business card anyway, but let me show you up close what this other portion looks like. It says, "Artist, looking for a wife, interested." Call or write, send photo, and it's got his, you know, a number down there. I don't know if that's still his number, but yeah. So he gave me his card, and you know, I was looking at the card, and I was like, "Wait, does that say looking for a wife? Interested, call or write?" And then as I was looking at the card, he was like, "Oh, did you see the bottom left-hand corner of the card?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "So what do you think?" I said, I don't think anything about that, sir. You know, I'm good." He's like, "Oh, well, you know, you could be the one." And this was, again, a man who probably was in his late 50s, maybe, well, no, he wasn't in his late 50s. He was in his mid to late 40s at the time. I was like probably in my mid 20s. So, yeah, he gave me the card, and he was like, "Well, what do you think?" And I said, "No, I'm good." He's like, "Oh, you know, I could be the one that you're looking for." I said, no, sir." And I was joking with him, and I was like, "No, I'm looking for a sign from God. You know, I'm looking for, you know, the doves to come down from heaven." And, you know, there were some birds around, and he was like, "Oh, well, there goes some birds right there." I said, "No, sir, those are pigeons. Those are dirty birds. I'm talking about the doves. The doves are the clean birds." So, yes. So this is why, this is why your girl is still single. You ask a question because people handing out business cards talking about looking for a wife. Nobody approach you no more, but they want to make cards. Okay, so fast forward. So that was my encounter with, you know, the gentleman, the older gentleman in 2013. Let's fast forward to 2015. 2015, my best friend came up because I told her this story. She didn't believe me. You know, because people don't believe that these things continue to happen to me. So 2015, my best friend comes up and I was like, yeah, why don't we go to Savannah? There were some things going on here in South Carolina at the time. So we were like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and go to Savannah for a few days, hang out, chill, whatever, get the hotel. Went ahead, went to Savannah. Then we walked through Johnson Square, the same place where the gentleman, you know, again, a few years prior had set up shop and was handing out business cards looking for a wife. So I recognized him. I was like, hey, how are you doing? You probably don't recognize me, but you gave me one of your cards. He was like, oh, okay, because me and my best friend were actually headed to a dinner cruise at the time. Well, it was a dinner, it wasn't a dinner cruise, it was a evening boat ride. That was like an hour on the river. So we were headed there at the time when we ran into him. And I was like, oh yeah, this is so-and-so. And she looked at me like, I know you lying. I was like, no, this is him. And then furthermore, you know, I was talking with him. How have you been doing? What's been going on with you? All that jazz. And basically, then he told me about this lovely article right here. He showed me a copy of it. He told me that he was printing an article that was going to be in the newspaper in Savannah, Charleston, and Atlanta. Because again, he's looking for a wife. And I told him, man, I was like, sir, so you're not a member of any church around here in Savannah? Like, there are plenty of women, you know, who want to be married. So I don't understand why you spending money out here on articles talking about you looking for a wife, like you the Bachelorette or something, or like you the Bachelor or something. You know, why you got to be out here in these streets talking about you looking for a wife? If you go to church on Sunday, there's plenty of women. You know, there's plenty of women out here. So, you know, we was kind of talking to him, and then we were like, yeah, you know, we got to go to our cruise. We're going to come back. So, ended up going on a cruise, and my, you know, best friend, she was telling the guy on the little cruise, you know, we were talking to him. He's like, how you ladies doing, this, that, and the other. And she was like, yeah, you know, we met this guy, you know, he's homeless. I was like, why do you keep saying the man is homeless? Like, we don't know that the man is homeless. He said he has a home. She's like, nah, I think that man homeless. I was like, no, I don't think he's homeless. Like, you know, he was packing up his car like he was getting ready to go somewhere, which I didn't think it was to a shelter, but, you know, I don't know. But anyway, we come back through and he's still standing there. We're like, hey, how are you doing? You know, are you getting ready to go home? He's like, yeah, just packing up my car. And then, so yeah, he showed me the article and I ended up taking a picture with him with the article. Let me read this article to y'all though. It says, I'm an artist by Johnson Square. Yeah, so it is Johnson Square. Downtown Savannah, Georgia. And it says his name. I'm not going to say his name. A little about me. I'm 49 years old, seeking a serious lady who is fun, fit, attractive, intelligent, and with a positive attitude. Any race, someone to share all the finer things in life with me. A lady who can also put on the table so we may both have and pull together and have the finer things in life. So this man is wanting the finer things in life, you know, living on Johnson Square. Someone who is willing to live life to the fullest and would love to become my only thought and final selection. 100% my wife. I'm caring, romantic, funny, laid back, and overall a great guy for a woman to be with. I'll put forth 110% in the relationship that I am in and do everything possible to make the woman happy every single day. I enjoy traveling, playing chess, oil paintings, and going to the movies and shopping. I'm an attractive guy, weighing 195 pounds and 6 feet tall. I don't think he was 6 feet, but you know, hey, you know, I don't know. I could be the guy you're looking for. I don't mind spending big money on the lady, dining and shopping. If interested, then give me a call and text a picture to, leaves his number, and visit my website to see pictures of me and my artwork. and website below. So, you know, again, we took the picture with the man. You know, I was like, you know, I told my best friend, I was like, yeah, take a picture because y'all don't be believing me when I be telling y'all this. And she was like, Crystal, no. But she took the picture. Then, you know, he was out there. I think there was a lady who actually walked up on him, had a very short skirt, kind of revealing, and he gave her one of his cards. And then he turned over and asked me, he's like, is that a woman or a man? I said, sir, it's midnight. I don't know what's going on out here. You need to be going home. I don't know what, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Looked like a woman to me, but I really don't know. So then, you know, my best friend has an idea like, okay, you know, we need to pray for this man because, you know, he out here in these streets, it's dangerous out here. Somebody can, you know, knock him over his head. So we come together in a circle at midnight, you know, at Johnson Square in Savannah, Georgia. We know, you know, like we live in the area, like we know this area. We know this area, the back of our hand. But we right here in a circle praying with, you know, this gentleman. And she wanted me to pray, and I'm on the verge of tears because I'm trying to hold back laughter. And she's like, yeah, you need to pray. And I'm like, dang, I'm not going to get through this prayer. So, you know, I try to go forth and pray. And y'all, I'm going to be dead honest. Like, there's some prayers you just know it ain't reached nothing but the air. And I'm like, that prayer ain't reached nothing but the air. I've prayed for him since, you know, and I believe that prayer went through. But I don't think that prayer that we did in that circle that time, I don't think that one, it didn't quite hit where it needed to. Because I was like on the verge of tears and laughter. I was like, you know, dear Heavenly Father, I mean, serious, y'all, busting out, like almost about to bust out laughing. But we parted ways with him, and the next morning before we ended up driving back to my, you know, to my city, because she was again visiting me, I had to go to the nearest, I had to go to the nearest like convenience store to find this newspaper that had this article in it. And she was like, you dead wrong. And I was like, I don't care. This is going right on the refrigerator at the house. So yeah, it's been on my refrigerator since. Wanted wife or date between the ages of 21 and 45 years old. Now, I don't know what happened to ages 46 to 49 because the man clearly says he's 49 years old. I don't know if he's got a prejudice against people, you know, 46 to 49, but he went all the way down to 21. He came up to 45, but you know, after 45, he was done with it. So yeah, this is again, why your girl right here single? What is this, y'all? What is this? And there was no need for this man to spend money to put this article in the newspaper in Savannah, Charleston, and Atlanta when I told you you could go to church for free and you could see all these women around here in church who are unmarried. Come on, somebody. I don't understand, but I don't know. So that's my story time for today, February 12th. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And that is a true story. I have the article and the card to prove it. That is a true story. I didn't make that up. I didn't make any of these items because I'm not that creative. I'm an analytical, logical person. I'm not that creative to come up with stories like this. So trust and believe they're real. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into my featurette and end off this video so I can go ahead and get back to work. Hey y'all, I'm back. So just want to go ahead and finish with my featurette for the day. And my featurette for the day, you're going to see it in the thumbnail, but it is none other than my Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis in the Empriente leather with the Cherise color, which is like basically a bright red. So just wanted to feature this bag for the day. I do have a bandeau over it, and this is actually the first bandeau I ever purchased from Louis Vuitton. And I actually purchased this bandeau this time 2 years ago, 2017. This is the Louis Vuitton Sprouse Leopard bandeau. It was a special edition, and I'm really glad I was able to get it before it became essentially unavailable. I got it from the Charleston, South Carolina Louis Vuitton store, and they happened to have one in stock, and they shipped it to me. And again, it was like around Valentine's Day 2017 that I did purchase this. So I love this particular bag. This bag, let me tell you a little bit about it. So I did end up getting this bag in 2017, June of 2017, when I went to London, England with my friends from church. So this was one of the bags on my list to go ahead and purchase at the time. I was kind of like conflicted between the regular monogram and then thinking about the Empriente. The Empriente had just kind of started, the Empriente I believe had come out in March of 2017, so it was a fairly new bag. And so I really did like it. So I was kind of between wanting like a cream color bag and then wanting maybe this bright red or maybe a black or the original monogram. So when I got to, when I kept looking at videos, I went ahead, and then I also was thinking about the Marine Rouge as well. So when I went to London in 2017, it was June of 2017 when I went to London, I went ahead and looked at this particular bag at the Louis Vuitton in Selfridges. And so we went ahead, me and my friends from church, we went ahead into the Louis Vuitton, looked at this bag. They were like, man, that bag is stunning. You need to get that. That is a showstopper. And they didn't have, that Louis Vuitton didn't have any of the original Pochette Metis in the monogram. They said it was sold out like everywhere in London. So, but I did end up getting this one. I think it was like 200 pounds more than the original monogram. Like this one was like about 14 something pounds, and then the original monogram was like 12 something. So it was just like a 200-pound variation. And then of course it was cheaper to get it, you know, in London than it was here in the United States. And then plus I was able to get the VAT taxes back on this particular purchase, so that made it even cheaper. So I did get it June of 2017. I used it like I've used the mess out of this bag since I've purchased it. I know there are a lot of issues with the Pochette Metis, especially like with the original variations of it. I haven't heard of too many issues with the Empriente one. I know a lot of people have had issues with like the glazing, and you can kind of see the glazing on my bag. And my bag is made in France. And again, it was purchased from London 2017. So it does have like a little bit of color transfer on the back. And again, I'm sorry the lighting isn't better, you guys, so you can kind of see this better. I have featured it in another video before. But yeah, this bag is almost 2 years old. June will be 2 years. And you know, it does have like, it kind of is a little disfigured because I do overstuff this bag, but overall, like the glazing and all is still pretty good, I would say, for regular use and abuse. So I haven't had any issues with this bag, and let me just open it up so you guys can see. So this is what the interior looks like. It is like a kind of a cloth interior or a canvas interior, I guess. And it is a bit dingy because of regular use. And it does have these 3 compartments here, with the middle one being the most spacious one. And then you have the slip pocket in the back, and you have the other pocket in the front. You do have this strap, which the glazing on this is really good as well. Haven't had any issues with this strap. It's really comfortable to wear crossbody as well as over the shoulder. So, you know, very substantial as far as the rings and all of that. So yeah, I love, love, love this bag. One of my favorites. I wore it this past month in January, and it's just still a stunning bag after 2 years. Almost 2 years of use anyway. And again, like I said, I do overstuff my bags, and especially a bag like this, I do overstuff it, and I haven't had any problems with it. It still looks just as gorgeous as I would say the day I bought it. Maybe, you know, again, it's a little disfigured from use, but overall, like, it still looks exactly the same. I would recommend, because again, like I was mentioning, I was thinking about getting like a cream color bag, but what I would advise against you getting like a lighter color if you wear a lot of jeans or a lot of colored clothing, because you probably would get color transfer on this bag. I really do like the red because like I can tell that there's, you know, it's a little bit darker back here because of color transfer, but at the same time, you can't really tell because of the red. So that's why I really am happy with this selection. You can, you know, again, carry this bag by the handle. I do just have the bandeau over the handle. The good thing about this is you can carry this in any weather, like rain, snow, sunshine, and I've not had any type of issues with carrying it in varied weather conditions. So this one does have a little tab for the back zipper. And usually I carry like my phone or keys back here. It's a sufficient size pocket. That's what I really love about this bag, as I love the size of the back pocket. I love that this one does have a back pocket. A lot of Louis Vuitton bags don't have pockets on the exterior, so I really love that about this bag. And I don't feel like it makes it look junky. It's still a very classy looking bag. I feel like this one can be worn day to night because of the style of it, and because, you know, being that it's Empriente and it's a little more understated than the monogram. And so I would say, yeah, the good thing about the monogram is it can be used day to night, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. And I just feel like the Empriente is a very classy looking bag. It's very classic. Now, before I did really like the monogram, but I don't really like the monogram anymore, especially as I see other people's bags and how it looks when it gets older, because I don't know, it kind of looks dingy, the monogram, to me when it gets older, as opposed to this one still looks really good on the exterior. Again, the interior might be, you know, a little dingy, but and I know that this one does have the canvas interior as opposed to the monogram that has the microfiber leather, or that has a microfiber. And so I know that was an issue with a lot of people, but I don't, you know, it doesn't bother me. I'd rather it look dingy on the inside as opposed to outside, which is kind of how I feel like some monogram bags do look after continued use. I do like the only canvas bag that I do like is the reverse monogram. I really do like that one, but otherwise I prefer the Empriente, and I feel like you probably could fit more in the Empriente than the actual monogram, since this is leather and it does stretch. So that's just essentially my featurette for the Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis in the Empriente. Highly recommend this bag. It is worth the hype. And if you can get your hands on one, I definitely would highly recommend it. It makes a wonderful Valentine's Day gift. Again, even if it's after Valentine's Day gift, I would highly recommend this. This is a very functional bag, helps you stay organized without having a bag organizer. And, you know, just it's not heavy at all. You know, very easy to carry. So that's gonna be it for my featurette today, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, or, you know, you can refer back to some of my prior videos where this has been in my favorites pretty much every year since I got it, and I've talked about it quite a bit. So definitely refer back to that if you have any questions, or if you have any additional questions, make sure you comment below. But if you enjoyed this video, even though it was short and sweet to the point, because again, I didn't really do much today, I didn't really have a lot to do today. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, you guys. Also, make sure you do share this video with anyone else who loves like these little story times, who likes featurettes and likes to learn more about luxury bags and different items. Make sure you share this video with them. And, you know, if you're just bored around Valentine's Day, you know, again, share this video. Also, make sure you do comment below, like I mentioned before. What do you think about this bag, or what did you think of my story time? What did you think of the click it or get it guy? That's what I'm gonna call him. And, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and put my newspaper article back on the refrigerator, because it is a wonderful memory with me and my best friend, and it's absolutely hilarious. So I'm gonna tell my grandkids one day. So yeah, anyway, you guys, make sure you do subscribe to the channel before you leave. Again, you do that by hitting the red button below and hitting the bell next to it, so you're notified when I do upload future videos. Again, you guys, I thank you so very much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.